Have you ever wondered how our devices know so many things? Like, where does all that information come from? I mean, does your tablet have all the latest sports scores or dance videos inside of it? Or, does the game system, does it just have the latest games as soon as they're released, just ready to go? Or what about your phone? How does it know how to get a text message from your phone to your best friend's phone without randomly ending up some other place? Well, all of that and more is made possible by a technology that we use every day, often without even realizing it, called the internet. I'm Tim, this is Ashlyn, and this is Caitlin. Let's talk about how the internet works. The internet is a global network of computers and other electronics all communicating with each other and sharing information with one another. When we talk about a network of something, we're really just talking about things that are connected together. In general, a network can be made of lots of different things. Let's look at it this way. We have 6 kids here, and I'm going to draw lines in between them because each of them are friends with someone else. The lines represent a friendship. And in fact, each of them are also friends with the person that they're next to. Just like this. All of them are friends with one another. So all of these connected friends form a network of friendship. They're all connected, they're all friends. In the same way, a basketball goes through the hoop and into a network of ropes, where the ropes are connected together into a net to guide the basketball. The highways and roads of the city that you live in form a network of streets that connect all the houses and schools and businesses together. The water that you drink or use to water your grass, like I'm doing here, travels through a network of pipes buried underground, all working together to deliver water to your home. Just like our picture of the network of friends here, the devices that we use are connected through the internet. And that allows them to communicate with each other. That allows the devices to share all kinds of stuff like pictures and videos and games, text messages, emails, all connected through this network of devices. Hey, this picture reminds me of another kind of network, a spider web. The idea for some type of global network like the internet has been around for a long time. Inventors have been dreaming up ideas for how to quickly communicate over vast distances for centuries. Nikola Tesla toyed with the idea of a world wireless system in the early 1900s, and visionary thinkers like Paul Otlet and Vannevar Bush conceived of mechanized, searchable storage systems for books and media back in the 1930s and 1940s. Inventions like electricity, radios, and the telephone all helped contribute to the invention of the internet. In the 1960s, the very first computer-to-computer message was sent from UCLA to Stanford, as they were working to create a communication network for the military. Over the next several decades, the internet technology continued to develop and be refined, and ultimately in 1990, a computer scientist by the name of Tim Berners-Lee invented the World Wide Web. The World Wide Web finally gave people a way to access all kinds of information through websites. And this idea was so popular that it's still in use today and defines the means that you likely use every day to access the information from the internet on your smartphones or tablets. So the internet doesn't really have a single inventor who created it, but rather many inventors who all contributed to various pieces that have been used to refine and collectively create a system we use as the internet today.
Okay, now that you know a little about where the internet came from, let's talk about how it actually works. Since the internet is a global network, in order for all the devices to communicate together, there have to be some rules in place that everyone must follow so that all the systems can work together. Just like with your network of friends, if everyone spoke different languages, you wouldn't be able to communicate and share very well.
Hello, how are you? Hola, ¿cómo estás?
So, part of how the internet works is all the systems have agreed to speak the same language. We call that language a protocol. It's what makes sure all our different devices can talk to each other.
Hello, how are you? I'm good, thank you.
So, with everyone speaking the same language or protocol, how does the information actually get from one device to another? The way information travels around the internet is very similar to the way you receive letters or packages in the mail. When you receive mail, like a birthday card from your grandparents, or when you order a new book from Amazon.com, those letters and packages arrive at your house because the person sending them to you has labeled them with your address.
Every house, business, church, or school, every place in your city that wants to receive mail will have a mailing address. That mailing address is what tells the mail carrier how to route your letter or package from any place in the world right to your mailbox or front door. Similarly, every device that's connected to the internet also has a unique address that is used to route the information you request straight to your device, just like the mail service. That unique address for your device is called an Internet Protocol address, or IP address, and it's a unique series of numbers that all the networked computers and devices on the internet use to route information around. For example, the IP address for the website google.com is 172.217.10.46. So whenever you want to search for something using Google's search engine website, you just enter in that IP address on your phone or computer. It's that easy, right? No, of course not. The computer scientists that developed the internet's protocol didn't think remembering an IP address for every website was a very easy way for people to look things up either. Instead of having to remember a series of numbers for all the stuff you want to access on the internet, you can use a website's name to find it. Those website names, like google.com, are called a domain name, or sometimes you might hear them referred to as a URL or web address. Every time you enter a domain name into the internet browser on your phone or computer, your device sends a message to a special system of computers called the Domain Name System, or DNS. That message is called a DNS lookup request. The DNS computers are in charge of keeping track of all the IP addresses for every domain name on the internet. That way, you don't have to remember the IP address, but you can look up your favorite websites by their domain name. The DNS computers send back the IP address to your phone, telling your phone the address to use to send its request for the information you want. And, as we've talked about a minute ago, that address is then used to route your message through the internet to the computer that stores the website or information you've requested. Along with your message, your phone also sends its own IP address, like the return address on a letter, so that when your message is received, the receiving computer can send a response right back to your phone, and your phone can display the information you've asked for. And all of that happens in a fraction of a second. The internet moves super fast. Keeping a global network like the internet running all the time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, is no small job. It takes a lot of different kinds of technology to manage all the internet traffic, like network switches, routers, data centers, satellites, cell phone towers, radios, and thousands of miles of wires and cables that span the whole planet. Not only that, but it takes people like computer scientists and engineers, data scientists, security specialists, and network analysts, lots and lots of people working for lots of different companies to ensure that the internet is always ready every time you want to watch a Netflix movie or play a game online with your friends or post your latest TikTok video.
So the next time you use your phone or tablet, now you'll understand just how much is involved to make all of that work. Happy internet surfing!